Are you being intentionally dense right now? Oh? I'm in my first year of art school and I really enjoy like scrapbooking and doing silly little videos for my friends or my like sister back home, and I take so many pictures and I like print them out and make these cute little scrapbooks and photo albums, and I thought a good extension of that would be to do some wee videos. What's more perfect than introducing myself by introducing my New Year's resolutions, because after all it's a new channel, a new year. Thought it fit quite nicely. I decided to go about it slightly differently this year, because usually I just kind of pick one and then don't do it. But this year, with the help of this channel, I'm actually determined oh, my candle just went out. I'm determined to stick to my resolutions. That's a hard word to say. I'm determined to stick with them, and I really think this is going to help me because I get to watch myself, and it's literally accountability, isn't it? I didn't want to start all 6 January 1st and be burnt out by the end of the month, so I think I'm going to start maybe 1 or 2, January, and then once they get nice and stable habits, I'll introduce more February, March, so on and so forth, because I feel like that's just more sustainable, because that's actual, what's this piece doing? Actual habit building instead of like making a whole bunch of empty promises to myself. I started by writing down all my rough ideas on what I wanted to change, my bad habits, any new habits I wanted to form, any hobbies I wanted to start. While I was writing, 4 categories kind of started to emerge: health, screen time, hobbies, and sustainability. I want to talk about sustainability first because that's quite a fun one. It's quite on trend. I already try to be somewhat sustainable. I like to think of myself as somewhat sustainable. But there's always ways we can improve, and I'm always finding out new ways to do stuff that my hair's so kind of wet. I'm always finding out new ways to do stuff. The 5 little bullet points I have are: don't buy any clothes, buy independent, buy sustainable beauty/toiletries, 2-week cool-off period before purchases, and donate to a cause every month. The main 2 I picked to focus on were don't buy any clothes and a 2-week cool-off period. To get more into that, don't buy any clothes. I own a lot of clothes. Here is my wardrobe. There's me. Here's my wardrobe. She doesn't look that big, but I am 5'6". I've got quite the wingspan. I'm one of those freaks who has longer arms than they are tall. And I'm not sure how well a clip that I got, but it's a big wardrobe. And she's full. She's full. And I'd say about 90% of the clothes I do buy are, from charity shops or from secondhand. But still, I don't think I need new clothes, and I think I want to challenge myself to try and style with the clothes I already have, and I think hopefully it'll let me focus on actually finding my style, and not that I don't really follow trends. Well, that's not true. I follow a lot of gay trends. I mean, look at me. But I just feel like it would be good for my style, good for my sense of style, and I don't need any more clothes. I have enough. The next big sustainability resolution that I want to focus on is a 2-week cool-off period. I've heard about this a lot in minimalist spaces, but I am in no means a minimalist. I try to be conscious of my consuming, but I love stuff, man. I love things. But I feel like a 2-week cool off period before buying, is when, like, you see something you want to buy, you write it on a list, and then you think about it, and then you go back and you go, do I still want to buy that? Do I still want to own that? And I just think that'll be helpful for me, because I am a bit of a sucker for cute things. If I see something pop up that's cute, I'm like, I'm gonna have to have it. I've got a lot of cute, like, little things, because that's where they get me, the cute little things. Because, like, big purchases, I already think about them because I have to save for them. But little trinkets and little treats, I've got so many of them. It's quite bad. Look at this little Kirby. I've got so many just small things that are only a couple of quid. I'm like, well, why not? But they add up, and I'm running out of room on my desk, on my, like, surfaces. So I think a 2-week cool off period will help me stop buying things that I don't actually need, and things that I'm not in love with, The next category is hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies. I'm a bit of a hobby dolphin, in that I jump from hobby to hobby. But this year I really want to focus on actually giving myself time for my hobbies, because I have a bad habit of buying stuff for my hobbies. I'm going, oh, that'll make it so much easier. Oh, I can't wait to use this. And then I don't have time to use them, but that's not true, because I do have time. But I'm spending that time probably scrolling on my phone. Everything I put down under the hobbies category was read every day, create every day, spend more time creating than consuming, and garden. The two main ones I put for that were read every day and garden. Read every day. I'm a bit of a binge reader. I will not read for like 3 months, and then I will read like 8-9 books in like a week, because that's all I do. I just read, and then I forget about it, or I get sick of it. I don't know, I just won't read for another 4 months. And I love reading. I love what it does to my brain. I was gonna say it's calming, but like the last book I read, I was like bawling. It was Isaac and the Egg. I'm not sure if you is it in my room? I might go get it. Isaac and the Egg look at the state of it, by Bobby Palmer. I believe it was his debut novel, but don't quote me on that. That book had me bawling. It has such a good representation of grief. Genuinely. Tears upon tears upon tears. So I wouldn't say reading is calming, because that did put me in some way. But it definitely, I think it might be the lack of stimulation. My brain likes it, it's good for my brain. And then the second hobby it was gardening. I'm really lucky in that my flat has a little patio, and I have a bunch of like pots, and I think this year I did grow some stuff. I grew some like tomatoes, and I'm getting out of breath. I need to slow down talking. I grew some tomatoes, and people don't know this, but potatoes don't actually need that much room. I grew potatoes, but you just need like a tall pot, and they'll grow in that. You really don't need that much room to grow potatoes. I grew some herbs. I grew a lot of weeds. But yeah, but I just want to utilize the space more and grow more, because I do like, I'm from a village. I live in a city now, but I'm from a village, and we had like a big garden and we grew lots of stuff, and I miss it. I miss gardening. So this year I really want to get back into that. My next category was health, and everything I wrote down under that was to work out twice a week, 30 different fruit and veg a week, 1 fizzy drink a day. I have a problem. Drink a litre of water a day, 10k steps a day, and 8 hours of sleep. The 3 most important things I did, I chose, was to work out twice a week, 30 fruit and veg, and 8 hours of sleep. Like, to work out, it's only in the past year and a half, 2 years, that I haven't really been active. Like, I did a bunch of sports, through childhood. And when I first went to uni, I joined a whole bunch of societies and all that, and I dropped out of that uni. So I stopped doing all those sports societies. And I miss it. I miss being active. I miss the community in team sports. And I miss moving my body. I just want to get back into it. It's, good for your brain, good for your heart. Fruit and veg. I don't eat enough. Well, that's not true. I eat a lot of fruit and veg, but it's a lot of the same fruit and veg, It's a lot of tomatoes, a lot of, carrots, a lot of parsnips. It's a lot of the same stuff. And I read that you're supposed to have, 30 different... I say read, let's be honest. I think I watched it on, a TikTok or a reel. That you're supposed to have 30 different fruits and veggies a week, different for gut health and variety. And as a celiac IBS girly, my gut needs all the help it can get. So I think I will just try and do that. And 8 hours of sleep, self-explanatory. Right now it is 1:10. I woke up at 12 a.m. noon. I woke up at lunchtime today. It's a bad habit. This video is full of bad habits. It's a bad habit I have, where one night I'll get maybe 4 hours of sleep, and then the next day I'll sleep for 16 hours, and then 5, and then 4, and then 18, and then 8 hours, It's very up and down, which cannot be good for me. My final category was screen time. The habits I put under screen time were 1 hour of social media a day, maximum 3 hours of screen time, which it's a random number 3. It's gonna be wiggled about. Puzzle games only, and no streaming media on phone or iPad. The one I picked to actually, follow through this year was max 3 hours of screen time a day. I spend a lot of time on devices. What's my hair doing? I recently downloaded this app. I think it's called Screen Free or something. And if you can install it, I picked it because you can install it on different devices. I have, my phone is Samsung, but I've got an iPad that's iOS, so it can connect and track your screen times on different devices, because I've got it on my laptop, my iPad, and my phone. I'm not sure how good that is. Might have just opened myself up to get cyber attacked, but we'll see. I spend a lot of time on devices. It's concerning, because I'll do stuff on my phone, and I'll watch stuff on my iPad, and type stuff up on Baldur's Gate alone. I didn't realise how much time I spent on Baldur's Gate, because it's been out for 2 years now, but I still do new runs to do all the... There's a problem. I need to I just need to step away from screens. And yeah, a lot of my habits are connected. I mean, because like the sleep, the screen time, the healthy eating, exercise, if you like, all of it is connected. Turns out healthy habits breed healthy habits, and unhealthy habits breed unhealthy habits. Who would have thunk it? And I just, from like a gallery, I downloaded, oh, can you even see that? A little, you know, track to track my habits. And I think I'm going to make this into a little series just to track my progress and hopefully keep myself accountable for 2026. And it's not a new year. I mean, that's a big fat lie. It's a new year. It's not a new me. Same old me. But I just want to improve myself a little. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope I didn't mess up my words too much. Yeah. Check out my Instagram. It's at Silly Little Doodles. My Silly Little Doodles. I should really know this, but I don't. I'll put it on screen anyway. And I think I'm going to end with a little art quote, because, I don't know, quite fun, quite unique. It's not unique, quite interesting. Maybe interesting. I wonder what that noise was. That was just a big bang outside my window. I'm not sure if you heard that. Might be fireworks. Fireworks are banned in the UK. Well, at least in Scotland. I'm not sure about. It's fireworks. Of course, right as I'm about to record my silly little quote, the neighbours do fireworks. It's not even, it's the 30th. It's not even the 31st. It's not even the New Year. Not even Hogmanay. And yet, bang, bang, bang. Okay. The quote is by Vincent van Gogh, a bit of an underground unique artist. And it is, "It is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whoever loves performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done." Okay, thanks for watching. Why can't I talk? Why can't I just talk? Why can't I just yap yap yap? I yap yap all day, every day, but as soon as I put up a camera and try and talk, and try and do this silly little video, I can. It feels like I'm being watched and no one's watching. No one's. Isn't a human brain funny like that? Aren't we just silly little animals at the end of the day? I don't even think editing is going to be able to save this. I look nervous. I sound nervous. Can you tell I'm nervous? Be honest. Where was I? The monstrosity?